All right, let me get down to business. Let's get serious for a moment. Let me straighten up my tie for you. Keeping it simple. This has been huge for us tremendously. All right, so look around. What do you see? What do we see? What do we see here? I got a pool table. I got a TV over here. I've got posters. I got a bag right here. Maybe in this bag, there's $1 million and a guy, a drug dealer, loses his money. Somebody else finds it. Now they're in a chase to find this guy. We just created a movie. All right, what does this mean? I don't know. What does it mean to you? Look around at what you have. Everybody has access to something. Kevin Smith did Clerks because he had access to a store. First movie we ever shot, House Guest Massacre, we had access to a house. We used it, house guest. So it's all about keeping things super simplistic. In my opinion, for your first movie, this is the first time you're doing this. Do you want to overcomplicate the system? Do you want to overcomplicate the project? No! Why? Why would you want to overcomplicate it? Keep it simple. If you ever heard that expression, keep it simple, stupid, this is huge. Okay? Hollywood hackers, keep it simple. What do we have access to right now? What gear do we have access to? What resources do we have access to? Who do we know? Start reaching out there. Branch out your network. Start reaching out. Who do we know? Who can we get involved? Right? Do we have actors, best friends that wants to be an actor? Do we have, access to a building? Can we shoot a movie on a building? Like, this is important. 90-page script. Keep it simple. Don't get fucking crazy. There's no need to. Yes, this is art, but at the same time, there's a lot of logistics at play when you're making your first movie. Locations. Do we have to move every day? Fucking locations? That's important. Nobody thinks about this. These are things we have to think about. Helicopters. I'm gonna write a helicopter in my script. Do you fucking have a helicopter? If you got access to it, high production value, baby. Are you gonna steal the shot? Yes, you can do that too. But then you gotta hang out at a helicopter pad field, I think, and get it. So always keep things simplistic, especially for your first movie. I say, even now we still keep things simplistic. We just shot a movie called Mind Games in an RV, and we had access to a house, and we had some other locations, doctor's office, things like that, because of investors we had on board. So always use what you have access to or create access to. Just ask. There was a movie we did, Apple of My Eye, where we needed a doctor's office, an eye doctor's office, and it was my job to find this location. And I ended up finding this really cool brick location, eye place, right down the street from where we were shooting for free. Always try to get your stuff for free. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're in a place where they're not used to making movies. Like, movies is not like a major thing. So find what you have access to, get in front of people, ask, before you write the script, is my opinion. Come up with an outline or an idea, but then start, what do we have? Keeping it simple. 90-page script. What do you have access to? Casting call, get out there. Facebook. We've always casted through like Facebook, Craigslist back in the day, Actors Access, Backstage. Like, put your stuff out there, get actors. Is that even that? Like, are we shooting a bar scene with like fucking 20 extras, 30 extras? Well, what do we gotta do with those extras? We gotta feed them. Shit, I didn't think about that. What about water? What about snacks? It's expensive. These are things we want to think about to get the highest production value in our project. What do we have access to? How can we get the highest production value with the least amount of money in the beginning? Because you're not proven. You got to make something. You got to get out there and make things happen. So 90-page script, keep your actors down. You don't need a lot of main actors. You don't need a lot of extras. Keeping your crew down. You don't need a ton of people on set. I know Hollywood has 100 people, but they have 100 people that know what the fuck they're doing. If you're a beginning filmmaker, for the most part, you're going to have people just sitting around chit-chatting about making movies when you're making the movie. So cut all that bullshit. Run lean and mean as fuck, okay? Don't bring all these people on set that are not necessary for the production to get done at the high production value or the quality that you need or you want for your production, right? So keeping crew down helps on food, helps on logistics, transportation, moving around. Are we shooting in the woods? Where are we going to get power at? This all comes down to logistics. You need a good logistics person on your team. So make sure you find a good logistics person. With me and my brother, I'm more the logistics aspect and I handle more of that. Whereas Jake is definitely more of the creative and creates and has a lot of great ideas and really executes on those ideas of the creative ideas of the images and putting what's on the screen, you know? Keeping it in focus, baby. Keep that shit in focus. So 90-page script, keep your crew down, keep your actors down, keep it simple, and you are going to save a ton of money, get the highest production quality. Like, instead of throwing it into crew or a location that's not going to sell your movie, I know you want it. Oh my God, I want this location. It's fucking perfect. Oh my God, it's fucking amazeballs. Yes. But wouldn't you rather have an actor in it that's going to sell your movie? A professional actor? Somebody that's been in TV and film, a ton of TV and film? Me, preferably, that's what I want because I'm a Hollywood hacker, so we're hacking Hollywood. So remember, keep it simple, get after it,